How would you want someone to describe you after meeting you for the first time? Think about that. How would you want someone to describe you after meeting you for the very first time? Important, being friendly, correct. Those are all good words to describe a first meeting. So, in order to display those things, you are smiling, right? You want people to know that you're friendly. So, how do you convey that? You don't want to have your arms crossed because that says that you're standoffish and that you're not very easily to approach. So, we want to be careful of that. Now, take a look at these two people here. You have one on the right and one on the left, and you see how they are presenting themselves. They are dressed very nicely for an interview. So you want to make sure that you can be business casual or business attire. You're dressing for the job you want. So you're always putting on your best face, if you will. Nonverbal communication speaks, so you want to be mindful of your posture. You want to sit up straight. You want to smile. And if it's an in-person meeting, you want to be sure to give a handshake when you're first meeting that person. It's firm, so making sure that it's not too hard and not too weak when you're shaking someone's hand. You want to make sure that it is a firm handshake. If you are participating via Zoom, you want to make sure that your background is appropriate, your lighting is appropriate, and you still want to make sure that your attire is appropriate for being on Zoom call. Always think of this. Keep these words in your minds. Look like the role, speak like the CEO. So if you are working for someone, you should always speak as if they would be speaking. You're speaking very well about that company. Oh, I see someone else put in the chat. You want to make sure that you're well groomed. Yes, correct. Making eye contact. That is such a big one. A lot of times when I run into people, they will speak with their head down, not making great eye contact. So that is excellent. Smiling and demonstrating active listening. Oh, thank you for that. Active listening. Meaning, when you are actively listening, you're not necessarily listening to respond. You are very engaged in what that person has to say. You're confident. Excellent. Thank you for those responses. I appreciate that.